Hello, how are you? It's Emma here. We're going to do some art today around our term's theme of respect, our value of respect. We're going to be looking closer to home today. We're going to be looking at the patron saint of Scotland, St Andrew, and the 30th of November is his patron saint day when we celebrate St Andrew. That's if you're a Christian. So, who was St Andrew? Well, St Andrew didn't actually grow up in Scotland. Hasn't got a lot to do with Scotland, maybe. He grew up on the Sea of Galilee, and he was kind of part of the gang with Jesus, one of the 12 apostles. And he had a brother called Simon, and both Simon and Andrew were fishermen. And it was much later, maybe 400 years later, they think, that some of his holy relics, so his holy bones, came and were brought over to Scotland. And that's where the town and city of St Andrews gets its name from. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen all the different flags which make up our Union Jack. Well, here's a picture here. You probably recognise this one. This is our what we call our Union Jack. This represents the whole of the United Kingdom, or what we call Great Britain. And then there are different flags for different parts of the UK. So here's St Andrews. Here's the one for St George for England. Here's the one for Scotland, and here's one for Ireland. Okay, but we're concentrating on St Andrew today. Okay, the Scottish flag. It's a lovely blue background with a big white cross. And they say the cross is like this because, unfortunately, that's how St Andrew met his end. He was crucified like Jesus, but his shaped cross was like this, like an X. Okay, and what it made me think of was the story that he's actually a fisherman with his brother. So I thought, well, why don't we turn this into the sea? So that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to point my camera down. So we're starting off with a plain white piece of paper. What have I got? I've got some tissue paper in blues. I've got some oil pastels, and I've got some inks which we will use later on. Okay. So I thought, well, let's make the waves of the sea. Oh, I've also got some felt tip pens. You might want to use these. So we're going to think wavy. We're going to do some waves of the sea. There we are. It's a choppy day on the Sea of Galilee. Well, maybe a choppy day in Scotland, hey, with the sea. So just make some nice wave shapes. Think about what shape the waves are. Sometimes they don't go all across the page. You might have just little bits of waves like that. And then we're going to add on some oil pastels. I've got some blues and I've got some whites. So maybe make some curly bits. Maybe it's going to get a rougher day at sea, hey? And put some white bits. Well, the blue goes in there. White bits as well. You might think, Emma, we can't see the white on the white paper. Aha, all will be revealed later on. So you can take much more time over that. Then I thought we'd add some tissue paper because it's quite nice. It's quite see-through, isn't it? You can tear up your tissue paper and start gluing it down, okay, onto your background. And you'll be able to see that you can still see some of your coloured lines through the tissue paper. Right, I'm going to let you take your time doing that. But the final layer is that we're going to use some of ink. Or you could use watercolour. Or you could use watered down poster paint. We're going to paint this over the top. And hopefully you will see, I think we've done this sort of thing before with some icebergs actually. You will see that the white bits that we put on our paper stay white because they're oil pastel. And the oil pastel repels the water-based paint. So there we are. Okay, I don't know if you can see there. We've got some. If I bring it up a bit higher without getting squidges, can you see all these little white bits here? That's where we put the oil pastel on. There we are. So that's quite nice, but it's very wet. So we're going to let that dry. And when it's dry, it might look a bit like this. And then I was thinking about the fact that Simon and St Andrew were fishermen. So I have got somewhere, where have I put them? I've got some blue pieces of paper. We're going to cut out some fishes. Do you know what? I've lost my fishes. We're going to have some white fishes instead, I think. Dear me, I thought I was well organised. So top tip, you don't have to draw out lots and lots of fishes every single time. Maybe just draw one fish. And yes, I know, your fishes are going to be better than mine. We're going to cut out our fishes. I suppose you could put anything else on there. You could put an octopus, a shark, anything you like. But seeing as they were fishermen, so we put them on like that. And then you can glue them down on your sea, okay? Make a shoal of fish. And then eventually what we need to do is get our icky sticky Pritt stick again. I've just got some long strips of white paper here. Guess what? This is going to make the white cross in the middle of our flag. So we need one that goes diagonally, corner to corner like that. And we'll stick it on. I'm going to have to move some of my fishes out the way, so they're going to get hidden under there. There we are. And we'll get another piece of white. And when it's dry, you can trim the extra bits off the end, can't you? You don't need it that long. Let's stick that one across there. Right, again, fishes. Move out the way, please. I don't want you. Oh, look, there's one in each. That's quite good. Yeah, stick that across there. So we made the cross that goes on the St Andrew's flag. So why don't you start off by making St Andrew's flag, blue and white, but then maybe you could have a go at designing your own flag. I found this really good activity in a book which says maybe think about where you live, maybe your school. Could you design a flag for hospital schools? That'd be quite awesome, wouldn't it? Okay, right, you have fun and I'll see you later. Bye.